Deep in the heart of Texas.
The hell do you guys want? And more important than that, how the hell did you find out where I was at? If they want some answers, they should have sent someone with some authority. Do you agree with me? Well, it really don't matter if you agree with me or not. On second thought, once you just sit your little carcass down at that table, I'll answer every little question you got. Before we get started with anything, like I said, we're on my time, so we're going to do things like I want to do them. I want to cover something right off the bat.
We're in the business of winning.
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. I'm serving notice. I don't give a damn what they are. They're all on the list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them.
We're in the business of winning.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
It's been so fast you can't even talk about it. Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real colorful.
Look at. We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Don't lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, absolutely total control right there. Watch this. Champion's prerogative, and I just exercised that option.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, if he wants to keep an eye on me, don't look behind you. No, don't look in front. Don't look to the sides. Look straight up, because I'm right on top of you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
And any crying or any excuses is just sour grapes.
We're in the business of winning.
And I think that the spotlight should go on top of me. Yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Don't lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Don't degrade the champion at any time. Yeah, I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop. And there is no one that does it better. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you are, yeah. I'm on my way. And nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
And we had non-believers all along the way. I have one thing to say to those non-believers. Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you never go wrong.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
The hell do you guys want? And more important than that, how the hell did you find out where I was at? If they want some answers, they should have sent someone with some authority. Do you agree with me? Well, it really don't matter if you agree with me or not. On second thought, once you just sit your little carcass down at that table, I'll answer every little question you got. Before we get started with anything, like I said, we're on my time, so we're going to do things like I want to do them. I want to cover something right off the bat.
We're in the business of winning.
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. I'm serving notice. I don't give a damn what they are. They're all on the list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them.
We're in the business of winning.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
Moving so fast you can't even talk about it. Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real colorful.
We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, absolutely total control right there. Watch this. Champion's prerogative, and I just exercised that option.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, if he wants to keep an eye on me, don't look behind you. Oh, no, don't look in front. Don't look to the sides. Look straight up, because I'm right on top of you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
And any crying or any excuses is just sour grapes.
We're in the business of winning.
And I think that the spotlight should go on top of me. Yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Don't degrade the champion at any time. Yeah, I am the cream, yeah. The cream of the crop. And there is no one that does it better. On balance, off balance, doesn't matter. I'm better than you are, yeah. I'm on my way. And nothing is gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
And we had non-believers all along the way. I have one thing to say to those non-believers. Don't ever underestimate the heart of a champion.
Heroes get remembered, but legends never die. Follow your heart, kid, and you never go wrong.
Deep in the heart of Texas.
What the hell do you guys want? And more important than that, how the hell did you find out where I was at? If they want some answers, they should have sent someone with some authority. Do you agree with me? Well, it really don't matter if you agree with me or not. On second thought, once you just sit your little carcass down at that table, I'll answer every little question you got. Before we get started with anything, like I said, we're on my time, so we're going to do things like I want to do them. I want to cover something right off the bat.
We're in the business of winning.
The first thing I want to be done is to get that piece of crap out of my ring. I'm serving notice. I don't give a damn what they are. They're all on the list, and I'm fixing to start running through all of them.
We're in the business of winning.
I'm talking about all the way to the top, yeah. But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
Moving so fast you can't even talk about it. Things are just popping right now. Things are starting to cultivate. Things are starting to grow. Things are getting real colorful.
We're in the business of winning.
Don't bet against me.
I don't bet anyway.
Lose your life.
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Are you kidding me?
We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, absolutely total control right there. Watch this. Champion's prerogative, and I just exercised that option.
We're in the business of winning. We're in the business of winning.
Yeah, if he wants to keep an eye on me, don't look behind you. No, don't look in front. Don't look to the sides. Look straight up, because I'm right on top of you. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're in the business of winning.
And any crying or any excuses is just sour grapes.
We're in the business of winning.
And I think that the spotlight should go on top.
So you said don't put this live on TikTok, correct?
No, we didn't. All right, we're live.
Well, I did.
Well, I'm about to throw it up on TikTok.
All right. Well, it's just gonna get.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay, all right. If it did, it would only be a week. So we just have to wait till 6:38 next week.
All right. Here we go. Make sure my audio's good. All right. So I guess it's been a while since the first one we did. We kind of did last week. We kind of ran through it, to be honest. But this is the second annual football free-for-all. We originally were going to call it the what was it? The Triple Crown Trifecta.
It was a long title. Yeah, it was a long title.
Yeah. And we were gonna bet on also baseball and basketball, and then we realized that was just too much. So I've made some slight adjustments to it, right? Or we should go over them before we get any further. We're now going to call it the football free-for-all. We'll have the 1 year of the inaugural trifecta, the coveted inaugural trifecta that will never exist ever again. Ian won it. Ian crushed it by a lot.
Can't be dethroned now.
You kind of
landslide victory.
Halfway through the year, it was over big time.
More like week two.
Yeah, it was pretty bad early and often. So Ian won that one. He crushed it. And so we're going to do it again this year, but it's just football. Except all sports side bets are welcome. That should be the caveat to make it interesting. And I'm thinking... Go ahead.
The NFL Survivor.
Yeah, well, I'll get to all the other stuff we do with football, right? Because it's like an entire gauntlet of like every football thing you could do, minus fantasy, but we do that on the side, right? Maybe somehow we can maybe work in fantasy down the line, but the other thing I was thinking is, should we have like a football season and then an off season, like an off season competition where like it's only... How would we do? We'd have to do it where it's really strict on like, so we could do March Madness. I'm not sure what we could do for baseball.
Baseball is too hard. It's too many games. I feel like, and like even the best teams lose to the worst teams. It's really not in the like, oh, you could be as smart as you want, but the A's could beat the Astros on any given day. I think March Madness for sure we should try. And if y'all are gonna do like off season, I thought you were about to go into like recruiting. I'm like, that's y'all too. Y'all can go into that.
Maybe we could pick.
But
You could always do like division winners, and then conference winners, and then the Super Bowl winner, or like the World Series winner, or something like that. We could do bigger stuff, right? Or more overarching, easier stuff to pick.
I think we were talking about doing the NBA, which like talking about it, that exact kind of format.
Yeah. Maybe we should throw. No, I'm thinking we should just do football because there's so much we can do with football, and then we just have an off season for all the other main stuff.
Or or just like try to add one on and go one at a time, or just see which one's working the best and stick with it. Whatever. We'll do something else. I don't think we'll sit a whole off season.
You can bet on like title fights in the off season. If it's a boxing championship or like a UFC title, you can bet on it. Something like that, like something really simple and like strict. But I was thinking an off season would be hilarious if we could when's the Kentucky Derby, right? It's after the Super Bowl, correct? I'm pretty sure.
Get the Paul Bros trifecta in there.
Yeah. All right, so the rules are, because I wanted to make a short of this, is you can pick any college or NFL game you want as long as there's one FBS team minimum. Minimum 5 picks each week. You can wager up to 1, 2, or 3 points on any game, so it's sort of a confidence meter. Negative points for the picks you get wrong. So again, if you wager 3, you'll lose 3 if you get it wrong. There's one super dog every week. Must be at least a 6-point underdog. 5 points for a correct answer, I think it was. And if you miss 3 weeks in a row, it's minus 3 points. That sounds right?
Yeah. Well, you get penalized every time for a super dog. That'd be crazy.
Yeah, and it only comes out to -1 per week for trying to pick an upset.
All right.
And then for each additional 3 points, there's an underdog. I would say rounded down. You add 2 points. Does that sound fair?
What was that? Say that again.
Yeah. I didn't
For every additional 3 points, they're an underdog. So if they're a 9-point dog,
I got you.
You get the 5 for getting it right, and if they cover that 9, you get another 2. 2 points for every 3 points. They're underdog.
Colorado
Check this out.
would have been huge.
I took a picture of what they do now for on College Game Day. Their Superdog rules. Minimum spread.
They have that?
Yeah, that's where I got the name Superdog.
Oh, nice. I didn't
Minimum
even know.
spread is 4.5. Your pick covers 5 points. Your pick wins outright 5 points plus the spread.
I kind of like
I guess for Superdog, it's kind of doing the
I could
lock.
do that.
We're actually
well, what happens if you lose the super dog, Ian?
0 on theirs at least, and a push is 1 point.
I don't like the you're just picking the underdog with the points, and if you cover, you get extra points for that. I don't really like that.
Yeah, I don't like that. I like the they have to, like, Colorado would have been huge.
Yeah,
for
take out the covers, but what we could do is just if your pick wins outright, which is what we do, right? 5 points plus the spread. Then we don't have to worry about every additional point is this or that. Just whatever the spread is plus 5 points, but make sure it's a game we'll set the minimum at 3.5 or 4.5, whatever it was.
So 10-point spread. If they win outright, you get 15 points.
Yeah, you get 5 points for the win plus the spread.
So we're going. But we were doing 6, right?
It has to be a 6-point dog.
Right.
And you got 5 points for that.
Gotcha.
And now we're just going to add on a point for every, as whatever the spread is, you add that on top.
So did y'all count my Colorado Superdog last week or what?
Are we counting that? I don't know.
No.
I actually didn't pick him. I didn't even know Superdog. I just had him. But
I definitely didn't pick one last week. I was very conservative with my picks because I didn't feel that good about any of them except LSU, which I was still wrong on, of course. All right, and then The survivor pool for the NFL, how many points is that going to be? 15? 20?
What was it last year? Was it good? Y'all lost it in week 1, I believe.
Yeah, something like that.
I lost week 1. What are we doing? Like 50, if you get a team right, it's 15 extra points.
If you win the survivor pool, yeah, you get 15 points.
I think by the end of it, we'll probably need more. I'd say we do like 20, because if you think about how much games we're gonna do throughout college,
I just feel like for something where there's only 3 of us, 20 points feels like a lot.
Yeah, we said that, and then last year we lost by like 100.
Yeah, exactly. So like, let's do 15.
All right, that's good.
It can't be like so astronomically bone crushing, right? If you win like a couple of the long things, then it's like over. It feels like if it's like 25, 30 points or something.
Yeah. Say you're getting crushed, and then you win a super dog, and then the survivor, and then you win, even though you got crushed in college.
Yeah, you could be like 15, 20 picks ahead of everyone else, and then they just cover it because they won the survivor or something. That doesn't feel right either, you know?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, let's stick with 15.
Okay. Picking the national champ and the Super Bowl winner, how many points?
Ooh. We should probably look at the spreadsheet of last year.
I was thinking 10 points, because at least for college, right? There's only like 5 or 6 teams, you would think, on average.
Well, Clemson's out, so whoever picked them. I'm not going to name names.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. You went on this whole tirade about Clemson was your...
Yeah, I said they could win the ACC, but I had Michigan over Texas as champ.
Yeah, but I think we should do...
I think I picked Florida State, or is that right?
No, I think you picked
my four are alive.
To win the ACC?
I have Michigan, because remember me and Nick agreed USC and Texas have an easy road.
Yeah.
Michigan,
USC.
I had Michigan and Georgia. So I think me and Nick...
a hard road.
Who?
Pac-12 is good.
I think
I
picked LSU to win the SEC as like a hedge, kind of, against Georgia.
Yeah, you picked Georgia as your champ, and then LSU. I don't even know why. It wasn't even a bet.
Yeah. I think we should get some for the if you make the playoff, those teams. Then if they make the championship, and then extra if they win. So
we have to remember the 4 that we selected last week.
So like 3, 6, and 10 or something.
Mine was Michigan, Texas.
I mean, we could rewatch the stream.
USC and Georgia, I think.
Next week, people watching will have the spreadsheet updated.
USC, is that right? That doesn't sound right now that I say it.
Nah, because we were in agreement that USC and Texas have a pretty easy road.
Maybe. All right, so picking the national champ and Super Bowl winners, how many points?
I just think if you get them into the 4, they should be worth at least 1 or 2 or something. I think to get in the title game, they should worth a little more, and then the winner should be worth a little bit more than that.
I think it should be maybe 5 points if you get any of the playoff teams. Are we gonna pick conference winners? Did we do that?
No, that's a lot. And all the conferences got screwed up. I don't even want to go through it.
Okay.
That's just me. I mean, if y'all want to, yeah. All right, we'll do it. But
so what? And then if you get the national champ and Super Bowl right, what you want to do? 10 or 15?
I mean, if you get, I think the Super Bowl should be worth more. I think the national champ is pretty much between like 3 teams.
Yeah,
okay.
Super Bowl's pretty hard to pick this early.
So 10.
So maybe 5 for a team that gets in the playoff, 10 if you get the champ.
Well, what about the title game? This worth nothing. Not yet. Just skip the title game.
National champ is 10 points.
Like I'm the only one who broke it down last week as far as I'm picking 1 versus. We'd have to pick 4 where they got slotted in the. We're not gonna be able to pick the complete game. I mean, we could try. I picked Michigan, Texas.
Pick national champ for 10 points for the winner, 5 points for every playoff team.
That's fair. I think Super Bowl should be worth.
And Super Bowl winner.
That's really hard to pick. Didn't we have? I think we waited till week 8 to pick Super Bowl winner. I remember.
20
No, that's what we
points.
did with college. No, college and Super Bowl. I think we could change our. We had one change.
But
on
we're
our,
not giving them enough points this year to change.
Up
So
until the
I
end
don't
of
think-
week 8 in NFL, you can change your pick for any playoff team, Super Bowl winner, or national champ.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, I remember we were able to change them.
But if you change
Okay,
it,
that's
it's
not
like
bad.
a
That's not
3-point penalty. Right?
Yeah, but it ends up probably working out by then.
We'll make it a 1-point penalty. Because we're not
Well-
making them worth as much this year.
Wait a minute. Wait. 1 point. Well, you can wait till week 8 and pick the number 1 team, and if your team's out of it, then
Exactly, yeah.
But it's only going to give away 1 point, and you're going to get a possible 10-point advantage. So you got to take a bigger hit than 1
2
point.
points, 3 points. I mean, it's only 5 points for picking a playoff appearance.
I think we should
Oh, I thought we
update
were
this
talking about
over.
picking a champ.
I think before we spend too much time on it, like we'll do the rules and then get them all updated for week 3 of this.
Wait,
All
Nick,
right.
I like that. 1 point per team to get into the playoff, but if you change the champ, that's a 3-point.
I like that
That's
too.
fine. We'll figure it out over the week.
All right, so we're
Pick
gonna
maybe
declare-
change negative 2-point penalty for playoff teams. 5-point penalty for champion. Is that what we said?
Well, I actually said a little less, but we can do that.
Oh yeah, 3. You said 3, right?
I think I said 3 and 1. You just upped them to 2 and 5. Either way.
Let's do 3. Bull pick'em.
We'll get into that later.
Well, Bull Pick'em breaks down to exactly what we're doing here. So we should get pretty good points for winning that bad boy.
I was gonna say less because it's a lot of games.
Whoa.
It's a lot of games.
I think Bull Pick'em we should just get some, maybe even some of our friends in and just do a Bull Pick'em. Like
Yeah, we can add
We're
them.
gonna do it.
But of course,
I'm
we'll still have
saying-
ours.
He's saying like, how many points do we get for winning it?
I was gonna say 10 points because there's a lot of games within the Bull Pick'em that you can get right or wrong as well.
That's
Okay,
true.
that's fine.
I'll tell you this: we literally did not do our research on week 1 about points.
You mean like how to set this up?
Yeah, we skipped right over it.
All right, and then the most important part: all side bets are welcome, as long as they're somewhat sports related. Any sport, and as long as the settlement date of said side bet is before the final football game of the year.
Right.
Right.
Are we wagering points back and forth or what?
We can wager anything sports. We can wager if there is a shot to the head of. Oh, I don't want to say that wrong.
But if 2 players bet, do we all have to get in on it? Is that what it is?
Like
we all
if
have to
the
get in on
Aggies
bet?
strut out a female cheerleader is a bet.
All side bets are accepted. I'm reading the rules. These are the rules, Ian. Okay, I don't make the rules. All side bets are accepted.
It was one of us 3. Don't know.
I use the legal term must be somewhat sports related. You can interpret that however you want. Any sport, as long as the settlement date of said side bet is before the final football game of the season. No more than 5 points total per bet.
Works for me.
Nice.
All right. So, first game, Nick. I think you wanna jump into that one, Aggies.
Do we want to talk about last week at all?
Well, I mean, I dominated.
Well, Ren, you are now what? You're in love with Dion in the Buffs, right?
Oh yeah. Just wait. Just wait.
Oh, so you're saving it for one
Schroeder
of your
Sanders.
Shador.
Shador. God, I've been messing QB names up. Oh, and if Nick wants to show off his little mullet, he can. He's getting it going.
Yeah, we're trying. We'll see how fast it gets there. Phase 1.
Oh, I've got
Well,
Shador.
I would say
But,
Colorado was the most shocking, followed by the absolute ownage that Florida State put on LSU.
Two things.
And
Clemson,
what?
Duke. It was a pretty good week 1, to be honest.
Actually, Clemson Duke was the most shocking. I said Colorado, Deion are going to come out, and Shador Sanders. Like I said, if you give him 21 points plus Shador Sanders against TCU, TCU is good at defense, but no. I re-listened to the whole stream because I was writing them down, and I had Utah over Florida convincingly, and that was with you telling me Cam Rising was not playing over and over and over.
Because he wasn't.
Right. True. But yeah, you're right. I don't know why I said that. But
because you took him anyways. That's what you were trying to say.
Yeah. I took him anyways because, Florida. Last year was just decent, and then
They were decent.
They were what, like 6-6, and then Ian was telling me, oh, their quarterback they got from whatever. They said, Florida, you should take him. He's so good. Blah, blah, blah. He turned out to be.
I said, though, I didn't. Ryan, I
You said
Utah.
that their coaches told Florida. No, you said their coaches told Florida to take best.
The Wisconsin coaches said we messed him up. You should take him. Like, he's got a lot of talent. We didn't use him correctly. But I said on there, I didn't believe in what was his name, like Metzer or something, like some boring Big Ten name, that's for sure.
Y'all both said think bet the under, which was correct. But yeah, what other game shot me? Clemson Duke was an absolute embarrassment. Duke's quarterback though looks really good. I forget his name.
Yeah, that one Leonard. They beat them pretty good. Is Clemson
Leonard
done?
I think if they run the table, probably not, because if they win the ACC championship, Big 12 and SEC usually sometimes, maybe not usually, every other year have what, like a two-loss team, right? Just depending on.
Gets 2-loss team usually, and then was TCU 2-loss last year or just 1 loss?
One, they lost, and then Dagger or what's his name?
They lost.
They lost. He lost at the end of the year, and he was crying. But he was right. Like, hey, we lost at the end. It's not fair that we didn't lose the first game of the year. We lost at the last, and they still got in. Duggart, my bad.
I thought they should have got in,
though. Clemson was the biggest shocker. Yeah, I did, but Oregon really, not Oregon. Georgia just smacked them in the mouth. Embarrassing. I think Colorado, it was a huge, shocking weekend all around, but it's week 1. Like, you expect that, right?
I expected more from Tech, too.
Yeah, that was bad. Tech lost me a lot of parlays.
I'm not giving up on them, but, man, that sucked. I thought – I was thinking Tech would be ranked at the end of the year, but I don't know now.
Dude, I think it was it's Wyoming. They picked the wrong team to put – they played Wyoming, and then they play Oregon this year. They were looking ahead, and then Wyoming's good enough, dude. Their defense is good enough. They're stout.
Stout on D, yeah.
They had a good team last year. I think it was just the wrong. They fucked around and found out.
I don't think Tech was really. I'm looking ahead to Oregon as much as Aggies and Longhorns are looking forward to Miami and Alabama playing. Who'd y'all play? Middle Tennessee and Rice.
Ryan, why would it not be? Oregon's better than Miami. So why would the Aggies be looking over a team but not Texas Tech?
Because Texas Tech had what? What's the quarterback's name? Bob.
It's like Shaw. It's something weird.
Yeah, something like and they even said at the beginning of the broadcast, and I had read this as well. Like, he's not good at the deep ball. His intermediate game's fine. Every time he tried to throw a deep ball, not even close. Wyoming, which I was telling Nick earlier when you said you weren't ready, it's like they recruit. They were even saying on the broadcast they recruit great defensively, and I'm like, yeah, what 4-star sitting there like, hey, come to Wyoming, play defense? It's like, F no. Like, why would what the fuck is there to do in Wyoming? Like, is Yellowstone shot there? No.
Yeah, it actually is.
Oh, my bad. I didn't know where Yellowstone was.
They say it's in Montana, but they shoot in Wyoming.
Random fact.
All right, enough
Shout
about
out,
dumbass
shout
Tech
out
in
to Kevin
Wyoming.
Costner. We know you're listening, Kevin Costner. But what is Nick looking at, or is he frozen?
I'm listening.
Okay. Shout out
Let's
Kevin
get to our
Costner.
week 1 picks.
Oh yeah, let's go.
What game we doing first? I mean, week 2.
I can go Aggies all day, but I want Nick to go first on this one.
Then let's just go Aggies then, because I had them pulled up on the screen. You want to go first?
Go ahead.
I already did my video on it, so.
All right. I'll go first. Pretty much, you watch the Aggies. Weigman head and shoulders above Haynes King, even though Haynes King came out and boned me as the Georgia Tech QB. I did not look that up. Screwed up my parlay. Just playing Louisville. Haynes King, I think, had 5 incompletions, but he had 5 touchdowns as well. I'm sorry, Weigman, however you say it. Even though it was Middle Tennessee State, that's still pretty freaking impressive.
New Mexico.
Yeah, you got
New Mexico.
You're thinking of Bama that played Middle Tennessee.
My bad. All right, so yeah, I know they're gonna have, they only average 5-6 yards a carry running the ball. I don't think that was really their game plan. I think they're if that was, regardless, you have to step that up playing any SEC talent, any talent above New Mexico State. Miami's gonna have faster, bigger players. Obviously, we know that. I think getting, they're gonna have speed wise. I think Aggies front 7, stout. I think Miami edges them out in the DB area, safeties, defensive backfield, whatever. They do have QB Tyler Van Duke coming back. I think, he looks solid. He was able to, of course, they were also playing Miami of Ohio, who I still would put above New Mexico. It looked pretty good, but I think, as we all know, Nick told me I had a whole bunch written down. I am going to take Miami plus the 4.5.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen. There it is. Every single time.
Wait. This isn't because I hate on the Aggies.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable is what y'all said about Colorado and Utah beating Florida. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Anyways, I know we don't usually look at models, but Texas A&M is only projected by the models to win 24-22. So give me 4.5.
You don't even know which model. You just wrote it down.
All right. Well, I got the second model. FPI prediction only has them to win 52% of the time, straight up. So I was going to take the Aggies. I do. In reality, yeah. But since I have a lead for once in my life, I'm going to put 1 point on Miami, 4.5.
Unbelievable.
He says unbelievable. Clip it, snap it, run it.
All right, this line was 6.5, 6 points, depending on where you're looking at, right?
Here he goes.
What has changed? What has changed to make it 4 or 5 points? I don't get it. A&M crushes New Mexico, looks way better than Miami. They definitely have more talent and a better roster. I don't understand why it's supposed to be -4. It should be a touchdown, easy. It should be a touchdown for A&M as the favorite. I don't even think it's close. I just don't see where Miami stacks up anywhere now compared to A&M across the entire board. There really isn't one position I think they probably have on us.
DBs. Also, Miami
now we got
Ohio,
the Berry, baby.
Don't even know what that is.
Exactly.
So you're going to tell exactly. Miami of Ohio loses to New Mexico is what you just said?
No, I said A&M beat New Mexico better than they beat Miami, Ohio.
Well, Miami, Ohio is better than New Mexico. Right, go ahead.
Then that would be my favor then. Go ahead, Ian. Go ahead. Please give us some wisdom.
Yeah, I got Aggies -4.5 here. I do think the safeties for Miami are better, but Nick's right. I think the talent is still there, regardless of what happened last year. Like, the talent's still there. They're more talented than Miami. Their offense is probably better. their receivers are way better.
Yeah.
Moose and Aeneas Smith and they Evans.
You're missing the main one.
Evan Stewart, right? Yeah.
Four-letter
A-Chain's
first name.
gone, but they got a committee now, which I think Ruben Owens is just going to break through and be that lead back.
Question: did he play last week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't average much.
I think he had a pretty good run.
He had one good run, but yeah, he didn't. Sorry, he's a true freshman. What do you want from him? He did fine. Ren with his impossible.
Wait. No.
Why didn't the true freshman break out for 300 yards on his first game? Where was he at, bro?
I did say this. I said, since I have the lead, I'm going to take the 1 point because I do think, yes, the Aggies have more talent. Weidman clearly the better quarterback.
Ren's already on the back foot. It's over, ladies and gentlemen. It's over.
No, it's not.
It's over.
It's over. Don't Kenny Smith me. Don't you Kenny Smith a Rocket fan. Don't you Kenny Smith me. I put 1 point on it. That's because – and Weidman balled his nuts off. I'll give him that. He balled out.
Oh, shit.
Out of control. 5 incompletions, 5 touchdowns. Pretty impressive. But when I saw those whatever, it's 1 point. Next.
I'm putting 2 on the Aggies minus 4.5. Ren's an idiot.
Yeah, you want to catch up. This is how we lost last year, Ian.
Yeah.
I'm not, what are you, Ren?
I don't know how confident I am, but I'm definitely putting 1 on it, probably 2. So that's that.
Mr. Aggies are so dominant. Why don't you put 3 on them?
I'll put 3 if you put 3.
How about we just side wager a point?
The point goes to each other. one leaves your bank account.
I mean,
points.
it's the same as betting 2, right? Yeah.
Why don't we just each put 3 on it?
Nah, I'm not feeling that confident.
Oh my god, dude! See what I mean? Do you see what I mean?
You just put hold on. He just turned it. He just bet 1 on his own team after ranking how dominant they're
wow,
going
to
be.
Go into your clip of not knowing college quarterbacks so far with Schroeder Sanders.
Talk about that.
LSU. You called him Tyler Van Duke. It's Tyler Van Dyke.
Tyler Van Duke, Tyler Van Dyke. Do you know they both own land in Europe, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, also,
oh shit!
Just for a side wager, let's just bet a point on it, just to do it.
Okay, but the point leaves whoever loses. They have to put a negative in there to give themselves minus 1 point, and then the other one gets a point.
So it's a 2 point wager essentially.
Essentially, and it has to have a scrolling thing at the beginning that says whoever won the whatever bet. Just for
the inaugural Ren
bet,
hates A&M bet.
Actually, I don't. I really.
It's too late, Ren. It's too late.
No,
I already closed the gate.
Alabama.
No one's getting in. Nobody's getting in.
In the SEC, my hate rankings go Alabama, Aggies, and then LSU, and then Georgia. Actually, I don't really hate Georgia because I like that they passed Alabama.
All right, so you're not putting 3 on this game? Is that what I'm hearing?
I just hear we're betting 1 point.
Jesus, I'll go 2 just because. All right, what's the next game?
I mean, we should bury the lead until the end. We know what people are tuning in for.
Yeah, fair enough.
So you want to go Colorado, Nebraska next game?
Yeah, let's hear you suck Dion's balls for 4 minutes.
Here we go. I'm taking Colorado. I'm taking Colorado. 3. I'm gonna take 3. I'm also lock it in. They're my lock as well. I think stoppage store Sanders is going to be hard for anyone in the country. You just threw him out against TCU, a perennial defensive juggernaut. Even though he played, it was HBCU. In less than 2 years, he threw 75 touchdowns there. Last week, he threw like 100. And then, I know we're not supposed to say stuff like that. Pretty sure he threw 5. They had the best all-around player who might even be in contention with Shador at the end of the year, and please tell me I didn't. Dude,
Travis
not
Hunter.
right. Travis Hunter wrote that guy. Yeah, best. What is he? Corner best best. They say lockdown one side of the field since Dion. Still went out, balled, played every snap, got 100-some yards receiving. I think they're gonna be first game at home. Gonna be loud as F. You know that makes a big difference. You know, I was on the train week 1, unlike my co-host here. Really, you give me 3.5, whatever it is right now. I think it's 3.5. I'm gonna take them over Nebraska, who at this point I still thought was starting Martinez, but whatever. I don't know who they're starting.
Jay Sims.
Yeah, he did really bad week 1. Or
He
he
did not do good.
No. So I don't think Nebraska's defense is going to be better than TCU's, even though, and I just think, like, yeah, the hype train, if you're on a hype train, is just only helping you if you lose a game. It's not like, let's get pumped up to play Colorado. Colorado's not playing at home. They're going to be pumped up even more out of their mind. So I'm going to put this one as my lock. Give me 2 points, Colorado plus 3.5. Or wait.
Yeah. Colorado
Yeah,
minus
that's right.
3.5 or 3. I'm not playing
Colorado.
this game, but I'm definitely fading Colorado. The hype is way too high right now. It's just way off the charts. I'm definitely fading them. Maybe, dude, if they go 500, I think that'd be a good year for them, depending on what happens. But the hype is red hot right now. It's like too much for me. I'm not playing this game, but I'm definitely fading Colorado in terms of where their trajectory is right now. They're probably, at best, they're probably around a ranking like top 20, top 25 at best. I guess if Dion really knows what he's doing, but I think they're getting way oversold right now, and I'm fading them. We could put a side bet on that if you want. Where do you think they're gonna end up, Brent?
Well, question first. I thought we had to bet at least 1, 2, or 3 on all 5 of the original games.
Just a minimum of 5 bets.
I
was saying we should just talk about ranked, like at least one ranked team.
I'm not really sure. Like, yeah, right now the hype's so high because let's say Nebraska goes out and spanks them. I mean, this is a team. Remember, won one game last year.
Yeah, but it's not this team.
That's true, and they do got Shador Sanders and Ian. What's his name again?
Travis Hunter.
And Shador Sanders, like, you watched him last week. He made, I watched the whole game. He didn't panic. He didn't roll around, get sacks. He didn't just throw the ball away. Like, even his deep throws were on target, on point. Like, he's a great quarterback. He was recruited by Alabama, Georgia. I mean, there's a reason he was one of the, if not 1 or 2 top quarterbacks recruited. I think him alone can win you a bunch of games. I don't know. I mean, 6. I don't want to place a side bet on this one yet. But I'm writing down my bets. I do got 2 on Colorado to cover the 3.
I'm with Nick on this one. I'm fading Colorado. Yeah, what they did was incredible, but Sanders looked awesome. All of his throws were in the right place. No throw. He didn't have like any overthrows. All his deep balls were right there, like to where his receiver could get them. Obviously, he's great, but now there's Colorado on film, right? There was no film for Sonny Dykes other than maybe he could have watched Jackson State, but you had to think they were going to be doing something a little different than what they did at Jackson State with.
But they really did.
Oh, you broke down Jackson State's offensive game plan? No.
In the last hour, but also
no. So anyway, no, Nebraska. Now they got something to watch. Colorado got into a shootout. They were using everything against a team that, like I said, they didn't have anything, no film to watch. They had to kind of adjust on the game.
A lot of new players too.
Yeah, so now you kind of get an idea of what Colorado's going to do. So let's see if they can continue that. I mean, Nebraska's bad, so why is the line so close? I'm only putting 1 point on it, but I'm taking
true.
Nebraska plus 3.5.
But is the line close because even Vegas is on the hype train? Well, Vegas knows way more.
No, Vegas is the hype train. They would have it blowing out Nebraska. They're not good.
I think the line started with Nebraska.
Yeah, everyone was favored against Colorado. Yes, everyone was favored against Colorado before the season started.
And you can't possibly think Nebraska's defense is going to be better than TCU's. Game film or not.
TCU, oh, that was another point. TCU, Gary Patterson's not there anymore.
And he wasn't there last year.
Yeah, but they still had his leftover players. He was more defensive-minded than Sonny Dykes.
Well, Sonny Dykes ain't offensive-minded from what we saw.
Really? Because they just have like a 45-42 shootout? What are you talking about?
You're right. That was a crazy game.
Yeah, I mean,
you think, okay, all right, but do you think Nebraska and the Sims is going to be throwing the ball? See, that's why
I don't have anything positive to say about Nebraska. I'm taking 1 point in Nebraska's points. Literally, just like
I got it written down as 2. Ian, put me on the spreadsheet, please.
Nope, Ryan, do it yourself.
I'm not playing this one, but I'm definitely fading Colorado long term for the season. I just think this is just too much. It's too much. I think people want it to be real more than it is right now, right? That's just
not only that, but in reality, to have 2, even at any point in the season, I've never heard anybody talk about having 2 Heisman hopefuls on one team in a long time. You know what I mean? Like, as good as I mean, Shador's gonna be there at the end of the year, just based on sheer numbers alone. So it runs through him.
So if he keeps playing defense and offense, he'll be there too. He was unstoppable. They're gonna have to cut his plays though. You could tell against better teams. They're gonna want him on defense. He's not gonna be able to do this.
They're gonna want him on defense because, like they said, there's too many receivers. It's harder to find a shutdown corner than it is above average to elite receiver. Sorry. All right, who wants to go on Oregon Tech?
I got, was it Oregon -7 at Tech? I got 2 points on Oregon -7. I did not like what I saw. Tech, a lot of the things I read, everyone's picking, let's pick the over. I don't think Tech didn't look like a team that's going to be scoring that many points. I think the story going into this year was, last year their quarterback got hurt. They were playing with a different quarterback. They might have done even better. Maybe they beat more of those Big 12 teams. I think that who was their QB last year? Donovan maybe, or whoever the QB at U of H is. He might be better than Tyler Shuck or whatever his name is, Shuck or
Shuck. It's something. It's Shuck.
He did not look good. Like, Wyoming has good linebackers and D-line. They have no DBs. I think they even have a white DB.
Yeah, that's his problem. He can't throw deep.
He couldn't beat these guys who were way overmatched. Like, anytime the receivers for Tech got it in open space, they were just making Wyoming's DBs look bad. But he still couldn't capitalize on that. I think Oregon is a much more complete team. Bo Nix in his 37th year in college is he was born in Oregon for this. I mean, the touchdown line kind of sucks, but give me 2 points for Oregon -7.
Yeah,
I
was just gonna say I'll take Oregon for a point. I got -6.5 here, -7.
Yeah, y'all just want to go with 7? Because I got 7.5.
All right, so we got it in between all of them then, 7.
I mean, the line could have changed in the last whatever. But, Nick, you got anything to add, or you pretty much agree?
No, I don't really have much to add. Yeah, Texas Tech looked like they struggled way more than I thought they would. Maybe they bounce back, but I think Oregon's a pretty good team. So, just going off what I saw, I'm pretty confident Oregon can win by a touchdown. You would think.
Yeah, and basically, kind of echoes the same thing. That's why I'm gonna put 2 on it. I'm marking these down this time. Oregon they both played below average opponents. Yes, Wyoming, definitely better. They're known for defense, which when I heard it, I was like I was telling Nick, like I said earlier, like weird that why are they known for defense, but whatever. Oregon still dropped 81 points, which is ridiculous. Like, even if Alabama's playing whatever, they didn't drop 81. You know what I mean? Tech, they played Wyoming, they couldn't move the ball, but there's no number that's going to convince me that Oregon's not going to cover it. And I actually think they could probably cover the over by themselves. And if it was minus 35, I'd take Oregon. Probably not, but 20 at least. Tech, they couldn't throw or run. I mean, the quarterback can't throw the deep ball whatsoever. Oregon was slinging it around. I think, just really the same thing. Everybody's saying I'm just going to take Oregon -7. Give me two on them.
All right, what's the next one?
I know
I'll go first on this one. I'll go
probably going to have
first.
disagreements on. Is this Baylor plus
This
7.5?
is Baylor, Utah. Here's what we need to know. Baylor lost to Texas State. Utah, back up, beat Florida handedly. It was not lucky fumbles, anything like that. They went out with their backup, their defense handled business. And like I was saying last, like Utah can recruit with the big boys. They showed it. It's not like Florida. Yeah, I had this in my Miami notes. Like, yeah, they still own Florida recruiting. I think they got a top 5, top 10 class again, which is still crazy because Miami's still, they're like Notre Dame. They're not like Notre Dame. Notre Dame gets higher. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they recruit outrageously, but they don't ever finish to what they should.
They're like the decade of the Longhorns,
essentially. And so, I mean, Utah, even without Cam Rising, right, went out, won a huge game. They flat out held Florida to 11 points. And what?
How much you putting on this one?
3.
What spread you get?
I got 7.
I feel like you tinkered.
I'm looking at 8.
7.5.
What are you looking at, Ian?
Nick's looking at 8. I have 7.5. You have 7. So should we just call it?
I said 7.5.
You got 7.5?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my lock of the week too. I got Utah -8 at Baylor.
I got Utah -7.
I think they're gonna crush them.
Yeah, I do too. I mean, like Ian said, Ian, well, he'll get into it, but I mean, let's say Cam Rising does play. I mean, either he does the same or better than his backup. And Cam Rising is pretty damn good. And Baylor just lost to Texas State. I don't care if Texas State got a 5-star quarterback, a 5-star D lineman, 5-star O lineman, and 5-star safety. They shouldn't beat Baylor.
Hold on.
I mean, I'm sorry, Utah.
Nick.
Wait. I'm sorry. I messed that all up. I messed that all up. No, Texas State should not have beaten Baylor by any circumstance. And not only that, they crushed them, right?
Well, given all of that, Ren, give me Baylor plus 7.5 versus Utah for 1 point. Think about this. Hold on. So Baylor, yes, their QB went down in that game, and they did not respond well. But this is basically, I think Baylor knows this is make or break. Dave Aranda, who's a good coach, knows. If Baylor loses this game, they're starting out 0-2. It's gonna seem like,
they weren't picked to even win the top 4 in the Big 12.
But they were probably picked to split these games with Texas State and Utah.
Matt Rule hasn't been there for like 2 or 3 years now. This isn't the old Baylor.
Dave Aranda won the Big 12 a couple years ago.
Oh, don't drop knowledge on me.
That is true. That is
So I think
Big 12
Baylor's
fact
got
brought
way
to you
more.
by Dr. Pepper.
I think Baylor's got
Emporia IPA.
more to lose here, and then they're getting a touchdown and a half, and it's a team that had they not lost, I think Texas State, mark my words, they're going to be good. They're going to be good. They got a little whiz kid down there, like 30-something years old, running the show now, head coach.
I can't buy into
I'm going
it.
to write this down.
I'm not accepting this propaganda.
This is straight up propaganda.
Nick's lock of the week.
This might get the YT back on us again for another week for you just stating that.
The what?
I'm not gonna say their names out loud since they were total d-bags.
Dude, if anyone wants to bet me that Texas State gets over that 4.5 win total.
Oh, that's their win total? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, wait.
Wait.
What's their conference? Who do they play?
Dude,
that's all relative though for win totals.
Let me see. Texas State football. The Sun Belt, the Fun Belt, as they call it.
You're the Fun Belt. My camera.
All right, does that leave us with the last one?
All right. Texas. What did y'all get the line at?
Oh, wait. Tulane.
Oh, Tulane, Ole Miss. What do you got?
I got. Give me Ole Miss. Bigger, stronger, faster. Lane Kiffey. They beat Dart another year. Beat Mercer 73-7 as they should. Tulane, they won by an okay margin against a perennial SEC doormat, easy play. What was it? Alabama State. They only won 37-17. I think Ole Miss, and it's only 6.5. I think they easily cover that.
I got 7.5 right now.
All right, let's put it at 7. Give me 2 on that game. And also, fun fact, Dart's backup, one of Ian's all-time favorites from the mullet warrior himself. OK State's backup, Spencer Sanders, came in right after Dart, slanging and banging. So give me the -7, I believe, 2 points.
I got this as my lock, but I'm going with Ole Miss Tulane over 64.5 as my lock.
Damn.
Put 3 points on it. Ole Miss put up 70 on Mercer. We know Lane Kiffin. We know they're going to put up numbers on.
I actually do have that too.
This is more about Tulane. And Tulane was good last year. Tulane beat USC in the Cotton Bowl. They were like 12 and what was their record? 12-2. 12-2 a year ago. This is a good Tulane team. Brings back their quarterback. They're going to put up points. We know Ole Miss isn't stopping anybody. Let's say Ole Miss, they win 40-30. They're still going to cover.
What do you mean they're not stopping anybody?
They're not stopping anybody all year.
I actually do have this in my notes too. You're right. KV Cat is not going to let us put off the gas ever. I would also bet the over.
Yeah, but you're thinking Tulane's a scrub. Tulane's going to help this total. They're going to be putting up points too.
Yeah, but we're betting the game, not the total.
You can bet the total. That's allowed.
Yeah, I bet the total.
It's loud. It's loud.
So I'm going over 64.5, 3 points on it. I mean, this Tulane, they want to shoot out with USC in the Cotton Bowl. And you can say USC, they want to be there, but I feel like USC was out of the race for maybe they had just gotten out of the race. Maybe they lost to Utah right before that.
This is one of my other favorite plays. I got Ole Miss -7.5. That's what I took for 3.
Nice. Yeah, I think either way, I think we're all looking at it as points are going to be scored here. There will be points.
Yeah, and I just need the Ole Miss defense to make 1 or 2 more plays than Tulane.
There should be a punishment if this game if this game is 20-17.
Yeah,
there's just no way. There's no way. Like, I don't know what I could. Can't really stake my reputation on it because I don't really got one.
You don't.
except for one time inaugural.
Hey, here, breaking news: Joe Burrow.
Champ.
Joe Burrow just reached a 5-year, $275 million extension.
Accident.
Jesus. Right, yeah, 50 mil plus a year. Definite accident. And then Sports is live on Twitch if you want to catch them. All right.
All right, Ian.
What do y'all got?
It's
for,
your game.
Oh yeah, here we go. It's about to skip right over it. I'm taking Texas. No shocker here. Texas +7.
Oh my
at
god,
Bama.
dude! What a homer! Who picks their own team, bro? I'm just kidding.
You think I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna pick Bama and then just have to talk about how they're gonna beat Texas? No way. Not only, I mean, I'll just get into it right now. Texas is my super dog.
I knew
to
it.
win this
I knew
game.
it. I knew it was coming.
Of course, dude. Bama is trying to become this run game. Like, let's get back to the old Nick Saban. We're gonna run it. We're not sure we can just throw it around. We can't rely on Milroe like we could Bryce Young, but that's Texas's strength, the D-line. They got a big D-line, 3 big dudes there. Bama's D-line will have a matchup advantage over Texas's O-line, but Texas at the skill position, I don't know if Bama, who banged up 2 of their DBs this week, is going to be able to keep up with their – like last year when this game was played, it was Xavier Worthy, Whittington, and Jatavion Sanders. That was basically it. They weren't really running out their freshman wide receivers, but now they got Adonai Mitchell from Georgia, Isaiah Nayer's back. He was injured all last season. They're 5 deep now, wide receiver that they're going to have to look at, plus Jatavion Sanders, matchup problem. If Ewers just gets going, he hasn't hit the deep ball yet, still a little worrisome, but if he gets going, I think it's going to be a long day for Bama. And, hey, a touchdown's pretty big for 1-point game here, for a 1-point game last year, so I'll take the points in Texas. Feeling pretty confident. Plus that Superdog Texas win.
I don't feel too confident about this one. I'm only going to put 1, but I'm going to take Bama. I'm really tempted to take UT +7, but I'm going to take Bama -7. They're at home, so I think that's the difference.
I think they're at home last year, no?
No, it was in Arlington. I mean, Austin, sorry.
I think, I didn't do too much of a deep dive. I just went by, all right, what happened in the offseason? Texas kept their quarterback. He got lean. He got more muscular and at the same time faster. He just, he still has, I don't know how he's one of the top 2 rated quarterbacks of all time. He does struggle with the deep ball, Ewers. He can hit Worthy when he's wide open, but even sometimes then he throws him out of bounds. I think they went at it like last year. Remember, last year's 2019, there's 4 different ways that was a safety. We can go over that again, but whatever. We'll do it right now.
Not a safety.
1.
No.
Okay, we won't. But, I mean, if he didn't make it to the line of scrimmage, there was no eligible receiver.
Oh,
he's rolling around on the ground. Whatever.
That's how he's doing it. So he's going to go with it.
All right, so, yeah. So,
Wasn't
I think,
a safety.
Prove it. Texas wins. I mean, you're going to give 7.5. So, I'm thinking you got really the only difference is you lose Bryce Young and you bring in a guy who, he can run better than Bryce Young. Like, you're not going to arm tackle this dude. Like, he's just going to slap you away. Dude's humongous. Bryce Young really came down to leading that drive at the end to get, I believe, a field goal, correct?
Yeah, game-winning field goal.
Yeah, which,
He
again,
Houdini act. Remember, we had him for a sack and he slipped under the dude.
Exactly. And it's Milroe, not Milroe. I think he's gonna be. I think like Sweat is gonna have to play his balls off and get to him.
Sweat his balls off.
Nice. Anyways, no. I think really comes down to that. I think they're really gonna get pressure. They're gonna have to get pressure on Milroe, make him throw it deep. I think because I think when it comes down to the D-line versus O-line, O-line versus D-line, I think Alabama wins that, both sides. Yeah, but Milroe also, it's not like he lit it up last week against Middle Tennessee State. He only threw for like 194 yards. I mean, then again, it's not like yours lit it up against Bryce, which embarrassing. Lost me another parlay. But and then what? And then just another random fact: Saban's lost. He's 2-28 against his former assistants, and I'm gonna assume those 2 games are Kirby Smart.
You mean 28-2? Jimbo Fisher,
No,
bro.
one's Bama.
Yeah,
God.
So you saying Kirby never beat him?
Ladies and gentlemen, do you see
no,
how real the
no,
hate is?
no, hold on.
Do you see how real the hate is?
It has to be 1-1.
Kirby's beaten them at least twice. One in the national championship. Maybe at home. You're looking at home stats.
Maybe you're right. 28-2. Yeah. So I'd assume that's true. Yeah, Jimbo did beat him with Manziel. But yeah, I know Kirby's definitely beat him twice.
Yeah, no, Jimbo beat him like 3 years ago.
Manziel was with Sumlin, and they beat him in Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, it's Jimbo and Kirby Smart are the 2 assistants to beat him.
But we have to pick a super dog.
Yeah, and then
hold on.
My super dog was Virginia plus 6.5 versus James Madison. I feel like that's pretty doable.
Virginia?
Yeah.
Virginia's an underdog to James Madison?
Yeah, 6.5 points.
All right, I'm gonna copy Nick's super dog.
Hey, what line are we locking in for Texas Bama?
7.
7.5. 7.
I got 7 on ESPN.
Pull it up right now.
And then on Bovada, I got
Bovada
7 again.
Yeah, let's go and lock it in 7. A few other things. I mean, I'm still not done with the Texas here. Dude, Middle Tennessee. First of all, shout out to college football nerds. Middle Tennessee. They broke down. They literally
college football nerds.
Yeah, they just they blitz every time they play a Power 5 thing. They just blitz every time, and it did work against Miami, but then like Houston lit them up, right? Like if you can handle the blitz, you're gonna light them up, and that's exactly like Milroe. We still don't know if he can throw. He's going to be thinking he can throw, right? Like I am a throwing god. You see what I did? To having to face real DBs, and he's gonna be like, wait, what's going on? These guys are in my face.
He only threw 194 last week.
But he accounted for like 5 or 6 touchdowns, dude. He did pretty good. So he's going to go from that to having guys in his face, corners locking him down, and if they can just contain him running, and even if Ewers isn't hitting the deep ball, I'm taking Ewers all day, short and intermediate routes over Milroe. I think it's going to come down to Milroe running, and I think Texas can contain it. I mean, last year, Texas pushed them around. The game was – Texas had no problem with Alabama's offensive line or defensive line, and that was with
Bijan.
No, the dude who was drafted by the Texans. I don't even know if he had a sack or anything.
Damian right? Pierce?
You talking about the DN?
Yeah, the guy we drafted.
I don't know.
The DN.
Oh, you mean the linebacker from Bama? Who you took 3rd?
Yeah. The linebacker from Bama.
He's a defensive end, I thought. He's like a Clowney.
Yeah, he's like he's an edge rusher.
More or less, he's a 3-4. Plays a linebacker.
Yeah, it'd be like an edge rusher, I think.
How do we not know who the fuck this is?
That's y'all's team. Don't look at me.
Ren, you should know.
Everybody should know this, actually.
Ren knows. I haven't watched the Texans game since. I mean, Bill O'Brien was almost getting me out while we had Deshaun Watson. I hated Bill O'Brien so much and that bullshit they were doing, but
we were doing pretty good.
Not really when he was offensive coordinator.
All right. Do you guys have any NFL? Is that it for college? You got any NFL picks?
Yeah. I got for my.
Did anyone do the Detroit Kansas City game before we?
Will Anderson.
I still think with Kelsey hurt, I think they still cover. I think it goes over. But I still think KC covers. And from my
Over's not looking too good right now.
is it already started?
Yeah, 4 minutes to go, and it's 0-0 in the first quarter. First quarter, yeah.
No, I know. But no, I got Kyler Murray won't play. Give me the Commanders all day.
Yeah,
Alright, so
I was
is that one of your
thinking.
picks?
I
didn't
was
wanna
liking
use- I didn't
Commanders
wanna use
too.
Texas. I didn't want to use Texas. The Texans up first week.
Wait, are we talking about Survivor or picks right now?
Survivor, I did the Ravens, who
I
were
did
playing
Washington.
the Texans.
Oh, so you're Survivor. You pick. Yeah, I didn't want to use them straight out the gate, so I picked. I mean, Kyler Murray. I mean, they looked bad last year with him. Now Hopkins is gone. Murray's gone. Commanders, I think, are favored by 7, 8. So I'll just take the Commanders. I mean, I lost week 1 last year. Can't get any worse. Can't get any worse, right?
Oh, it can get worse.
Yeah, I picked Washington as well. And then for my week 1 NFL picks, did y'all write down a couple games, or should we just run through them, or?
Yeah, so Arizona, Washington, I like them -7 as well at home. Arizona's probably going to suck this year, at least until Kyler Murray gets back. That's all I had on that one. Panthers, Falcons. Panthers are +3.5 road dogs against the Falcons in Atlanta. Over-under is 39.5.
Will Anderson. Will Anderson.
Yes, Will Anderson. I already said that. Nick, did you pick Atlanta in this one?
I don't have a feeling on this game.
I got.
I mean, for your Survivor.
No,
Survivor, I took Baltimore.
So I got, for this game, this is one of the, I'm only playing 3 NFL games. This is one of them. Atlanta -3.5 versus Cardinals. I took Atlanta. Only for
Homer,
1
bro.
point, but
Dude,
I'm
come
taking it
on,
'cause
bro. Dude.
it's easier. Think about, they both got their first round picks playing, right? It's easier to hand that ball to Bijan than it is for Bryce Young to throw it.
Wow. I've heard it all. now.
Hey, he's on your fantasy team. You know you want Atlanta to light it
Yeah,
up.
actually, I want them to do well.
Looking right in front of me, dude. I was like, no way. This draft, fuck. I told Ren, I'm taking him whatever position I get, and I got the last draft pick, and I was like, you have got to be kidding me, dude. And it lasted till the 9th, and then you took him.
He's got the best upside, I think. So of everyone who was there that I could have, I was number 11 or number 9 or whatever, so I was late too. All right, Bengals -2 road favorites against the Browns. Over under 47.
I got
Under.
nothing on that one.
I think it's all going to be Bengals scoring. I think the Browns didn't do anything except Watson may regain some of what he had.
He hasn't been looking good, though.
Yeah, so especially at the end of last year, but he had a whole camp and everything. But I think really it's just going to come down to how much the Bengals score plus maybe 7 to 10.
Yeah, if I had to lean, I'd take Bengals -2.
If I had to lean, I'd take Bengals -10.
Yeah.
So you gonna put 3 points on this game, Ryan, or are you just gonna act like you didn't say that, not put it on the spreadsheet, and then next week?
Wait, hold on. What's the spread?
-2.
Okay, give me Bengals 3.
Write it down yourself so you can put it in the spreadsheet.
Right. So wait, does my Survivor? What does Survivor count as any points?
You're gonna act like you said that with that much confidence and not gonna put a 3 on it.
Yeah.
Bengals
-2.
Holy shit, that's funny.
-2. Or
Give me Bengals -10.
3 points.
Kenny's loving it. Kenny's laughing. Oh shit.
That's right, Kenny.
Houston +9 on the road against Baltimore. Over under 43.5. This is my Survivor pick, but I'm not laying 9 points. Baltimore's not that solid. You don't even know what you're gonna get with a lot of the Texans. You never know. They could come out week 1 and just freaking light it up.
Been accumulating picks.
Also, yeah, Baltimore was also haven't. What were they? They were struggling. I think Lamar Jackson wanted out or a contract extension or something. I think, if anything, I mean, I'm not gonna bet on this, but I would lean under. I think it's gonna be a low-scoring game. I mean, I don't think we're gonna come out and score 20.
Dude, I hate to say it. I don't really believe in D'Amico Ryans. First of all, who drafts two guys straight out of your alma mater? Will Anderson, I can kind of see it, but then he also took the Bama
I think
linebacker.
that was a GM pick. They already discussed this. You just don't listen to sports talk anymore.
Who's GM? Is it still Bill O'Brien? Next game.
Oh yeah,
Jacksonville -5 on the road against Indianapolis. Over under 46.5. I think Jaguars take a big step up this year in terms of their win totals and whatnot. I would definitely take Jacksonville here. I think -5. I'd put a point on it.
I'll take them too, based on the fact. I mean, you got what's his name in another year. You got ETN Jr. running back. Give me Jax. 1 point. What was it? Minus. How much?
-5. Jacksonville -5.
All right.
I'm a no play on this one.
Of course you are.
Las Vegas Raiders +3 on the road, underdog against the Broncos. Over under 44.5.
I can't read that at all.
I'm thinking under, if anything.
I think San Francisco's a good defense. I think Sean Payton turns them around, but then I think
Las Vegas and Denver, yeah.
Garoppolo, right?
Garoppolo.
He's in Vegas now? Okay.
What was it, 42?
44.5 over under.
Give me the over for a point on LV and.
What about you, Ian?
Oh no, Kenny just told me that Gibbs. I have Gibbs. He missed a touchdown. No, I'm not playing that game. I have no read on it.
All right. San Fran -2.5 on the road. Favorite against Pittsburgh Steelers. Over under 41.5. It's pretty low.
And is the line still 2.5?
2.5, yeah.
But it's Brock Purdy and Pittsburgh shitty QB. Give me the under on San Fran and who is it?
Pittsburgh
Steelers. I think nobody believes in Brock Purdy, dude. And I watched this dude in college. Dude is good. He's a lot faster than people think. And what he did last year when he came in is what he did the whole time at Iowa State. Like, that's his game. I think that the 49ers are going to be really good. I know that Nick Bosa sat out all the preseason camp, so how much he can play this first week might be a question mark, but I have no faith in Pickett for the Steelers.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I still believe you. I still think San Francisco does all the scoring.
Right, I got 2 points on it.
You talked me into it. I'll take San Fran -2.5.
That's what I got.
All right, Tampa Bay +5 on the road, underdogs against Minnesota. Over under 45. I'm liking Minnesota at home to open up. I think -5.
I think so. Minnesota. What was it? -5. You said?
Yeah.
Give me a point on that.
Ian.
Not playing it.
Tennessee +3 on the road against the New Orleans Saints. Over under 42.
You got me on that.
No idea for me on this one.
Tennessee +3, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you would think.
QB again?
Tannehill still, right?
Is it? I don't even know.
Yeah, it's still Tannehill, and I mean, so I guess they're rolling out Derek Carr now as the Saints, but
take an upset pick. Just take the juice. I'll do it.
I'm trying to go light on NFL Week 1. I'll do it. No one else can.
I'll do it for like a personal pick, not on the stat sheet though. I'll take the juice. Green Bay, it's a pick 'em essentially. Green Bay +1, slight underdogs against Chicago Bears, over under 42. I like the over, I think.
That game was confusing to me. I do think Fields takes a huge step up, though.
My fantasy football team depends on it.
I think I like the over 42 for that game. Los Angeles Rams +4.5 at Seattle, over under 46. I don't know about. Well, I want to lean Seattle -4.5.
Yeah. I think a lot of people still. It took a whole season. They're still going to be doubting Geno Smith, but I think he's found a situation that fits him. I don't see any reason why he can't do what he did last year. And the Rams were just a bad team last year.
Yeah.
It's a rivalry game, though. Division rival, but
I'm not going to play that.
Yeah, division.
Miami +3 on the road against the Chargers, over under 51.
I'm going to take the over.
You're going over on that one?
Chargers.
Over.
Chargers -3 on this one.
I mean, if Miami could do one thing, it's score. They can't play defense. Chargers could score and play defense. Oh, is it +51?
Over under 51, yeah.
This exactly was that's what I had written down. Is in a high-scoring affair, the Chargers can still be there, right? They can put up points. Kellen Moore now is the offensive coordinator for Herbert.
Yeah.
And you could say both defenses are bad. I would say Miami's is worse because at least the Chargers they got a Bosa and they got Khalil Mack. I mean, you'd be hard-pressed to find anybody worth naming on Miami's defense.
Yeah, okay.
I'm taking them for a 1-point Chargers -3.
I'm probably staying away from that game. What are you doing, Ren?
I was checking the.
But are you taking anybody in that?
Oh, the Chargers? Yeah, I took the over 51 for 2 points.
Philadelphia -4 against New England on the road, over under 44. Kind of like Philly -4 here.
To go against who?
New England.
New England. If I was gonna bet it, I'd probably lean slightly Philly. But I don't like going against Belichick week 1.
I don't like going against Belichick with a bunch of game tape against. Yeah. And they got Ezekiel. What was he over under?
44.
Oh, that's like right in the wheelhouse of where it's probably going to be, huh? Lowe's not a Philly 40-point game, but a grind it out, Bill Belichick style. I'm going to stay away from it.
Dallas -3.5. Favorites on the road against New York Giants, over under 45.
I'm going to go under 45. Under 45.
Ryan, are you betting all these, or are you just writing them down?
Yeah, and I'm putting my thing. Under 45, Giants, Dallas.
You're going to have like 15 games played this week?
I let off some. I only got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 NFLs, plus my Survivor.
I'm probably staying away from this one, but I'm leaning Dallas -3.5.
What's been up with Dak? Didn't they? Who's their backup? Wasn't he pretty impressive?
Well, they traded for Lance, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who it is. Okay, never mind.
Bills, and this is the last game. Bills -2.5 on the road. Favorites against the Jets. Over under 45. It's on 9/11, so they're doing a New York game.
Yeah. The Jets super hyped. Dalvin Cook, obviously, Aaron Rodgers, but the Bills are the Bills. I can see this game going either way. I'm not going to touch it.
I think you'd have to take Buffalo -2.5 here.
I would think Buffalo as well. I think people want to believe the hype with Aaron Rodgers, and that would be a huge step, right? If last year's Jets even got close to the Bills. So just adding Rodgers and Dalvin Cook, you're expecting a lot And I think Dalvin Cook isn't going to be that big a factor in Week 1, because they've all training camp. It's been Rodgers, right, running that show. I think he'll have to work in Dalvin Cook.
Well, you got to think people like Dalvin Cook, Rodgers, they never suit up in the preseason.
Well, yeah, but he was there the whole offseason. I mean, the whole like preseason in practice and stuff is what I'm saying. Not about games.
I mean, even the backups, Brees Hall, still a good running back. I mean, yeah, you're right. The Bills are the Bills. They've lost like what 6 games in 2 years.
Juggernaut defense too.
Yeah, Jared Allen.
Allen.
I mean, who's the Bills quarterback?
Kyle Allen. Josh Allen, sorry.
Josh Allen. Yeah. Wow, Ian, act like I totally messed it up. I do think they are 2 good defenses, but I don't know if I don't want to touch it and be like right on the line.
I would lean Buffalo, but I'm not playing it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play it for 1.
Oh,
all right, that's all the games.
I guess I gotta make a one. Oh no, I copied Nick.
Oh, our Super Bowl picks.
No,
yeah.
we'll do that next week.
No, I gotta do it now.
I pick Chiefs.
Super Bowl. I'm gonna go. Well, Kansas City Chiefs.
Dang it.
I'm going Dallas Cowboys, baby. Let's go.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah, I think.
Well, he knows
they could do it.
He could change it.
They could do it.
It all depends. Dak Prescott comes back and starts balling again. They could do it. But
They could do it.
Okay, Nick. We just lost 8 subscribers.
Get me off here before I change it. I'm tempted to go Bengals.
It's not a bad pick.
I know. I think they can take down the Chiefs, but
I want to see how healthy Burrow is after 2-3 weeks.
I'm sticking to it. I think Burrow's going to spend all that money. He's not going to be practicing. He'll be distracted.
Yeah. Right, that's what he's going to do.
He'll be practicing, but he'll be distracted.
The Bills would be my second pick.
Yeah, I think, though, like...
They got to break through one year, right? That's just my feeling.
Yeah, but it's AFC, so it's like Chiefs, Bills. Like, if they were the NFC, I'd be like, yeah, like, no, Eagles aren't going to do it again.
Those are probably the top 3 teams, I would think. Maybe. Who's Vegas got?
Probably Eagles, Bills, Chiefs.
Vegas odds, Super Bowl.
I would say
like Chiefs, then Eagles, then Bills, then 49ers, then Bengals.
Right. So where's Dallas fall on that list?
They got to be.
Dude, that means they.
Where's Dallas after that?
Brock Purdy.
Yeah, I really want to see what Dallas is. I'd say 9.
All right, so
10.
we got Cowboys right after that.
Nice.
Oh no shit! Nice.
See, ladies and gentlemen, the hate has been exposed once again.
Hold on, wait. For the record, we've all been saying Pollard has been outplaying Ezekiel for 2 or 3 years now.
Doesn't mean anything to me. Yeah. I don't want your gesture.
We drafted a guy with our 3rd pick.
I don't want your gesture. We're going to the promised land, baby.
Yeah, if Dak can get his dicks out of his mouth.
Plural, huh? Plural,
yeah.
Yeah, multiple.
He said
shit.
If he can get his dicks. So Dak has multiple.
No, I said if he could get dicks.
I thought you said if he can get his dicks out of his mouth.
There's no way his 3-incher is reaching his mouth.
Don't let Dak see this, bro. Don't let him see this.
And we know you're watching Dak.
He's a absolute murker in the streets, okay?
Dude, if Vegas has got 49ers there, I'm feeling pretty good about my Brock Purdy late round snag.
Yeah, that's true. If he can just be efficient, he'll be decent.
Damn it, I don't need efficient. Josh Allen went right in front of me.
I need fantasy football championship-worthy performances, not efficient. That's not the word I'm going for.
I was going to do my classic move of starting the QB run early, as I always do, but right in front of me, someone snagged Josh Allen. I think it was Hammond right before you.
Damn.
Yeah.
All right.
Poor baby. Oh, good.
Anything else? Any other picks?
Negatory.
Oh,
All right.
Oklahoma SMU over. I didn't pick it, but that's what I was looking at.
Nice. And what was the side bet we made for A&M on the over/under wins? Was it 7.5, 8.5? I think it was 7.5, right?
We'll have to I'm gonna rewatch the stream anyway to get my
Okay.
picks into this Excel sheet. So I'll
Gotcha.
Wait. I'm gonna check out my boys. My adopted team, the Wisconsin.
What?
Let's see what there's. Wisconsin,
I
dude. I told you the air raid in the Big Ten.
Think.
No, it's not Hudson Card. Dude, give me Wisconsin -6 against Washington State to cover with their new air raid. 4th in the Big Ten, I'm telling you.
They're coming in hot.
You and him in the play for the least amount of points bowl is 1 to 1.8.
We probably each have one player playing, Ryan.
Yeah, I have 0. And I'm still projected to win.
Nobody cares. 7-7.
Oh, excuse me.
Both of y'all, 7-7.
Go undefeated and then lose to a Texans defense. We'll end the stream on that.
Yeah, I haven't lost a regular season fantasy football game since technically like 2019.
One game.
Well, I went undefeated in the regular season the last time we played. We didn't play last year.
Damn, we're undefeated.
I went undefeated, then I had a bye, and then I lost my first playoff game.
Oh, of course. 100%. It's how it happens all the time.
Yeah. All right.
Actually.
Later,
All right.
fellas.